We have one question from last week's videos. But before the guides answer that, they're going to start the session with their opening message to all of us. And here they go. Develop a better way to call energy in for anything you will need, because that will bring a fast result. You will need to start using your journal to vibrate to us so you are able to develop this frequency on a high frequency. Yes, you are able to do this now at a frequency that will be developing great strength in knowing what we are saying to you. You must write this talk down. Otherwise, you will be a laggard in the frequency. Healing this vibration will be a natural byproduct of your efforts that will come way faster than you thought. And we will be developing a bright new future together. Okay, so we're going to ask the question that we have. I'm a master number 33, life path 6. Is there any significance to this, or is this just man-made propaganda? I don't understand how to raise my vibration. I keep going up and down from high to low emotionally. I feel like when I am low vibration, it takes me back. Is this true? Yes, you are bringing old energy in. We suggest you break up with this thinking. Yes, you are a strong vibration, but this is interfering with you and us working together. Yes, you were feeling this, but were not sure that was true. Yes, you are better than you thought. Let's start over and write in your journal starting tonight, because that will be bringing you the clarity that you are energized with, so we can get to work. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, just blow all that off that you've been focusing on, that you've heard from other people, and just let that go. Because even if it was true, it doesn't seem useful to you. So just let that go and start using the journal. And this is the journal that they're talking about, the journal that I channeled from my guides, and how I learned to do this from the time I was 7 years old. This is the formula. And they're going to finish the session with their closing message to us. And here they go. Watch ways to develop with frequency of gratitude. You keep saying that. Yes. You understand this, Linda. Yes, I do. What they're saying, and I'll just share a little bit with you guys. I survived a childhood that I probably shouldn't have survived. I did only because of the response, the help, the guidance from my guides. I learned about them young because my life was cut short, actually, and when I asked out loud for someone to help me, they showed up all around me and telepathically communicated with me at 20 months old. The way to describe this is they pulled the veil away so I could remember myself. It changed everything. Yes. Back then, you were a baby. Yes. Very open. Enough to work with. Okay, do you guys understand why they're saying this? When you were young, I'm not unique. We were all open. We all came in completely open until those who are here put restrictions on us, demands on us. We had to comply with the world that we were in. And over the course of time, we just shut down. Gifts were repressed. Yeah. Okay, go ahead with your closing message. Walk with us so energy can fly. Yeah. Worry brings dead energy. So stop doing that. How do they stop doing that? Attend to your writings in this journal. We feel your pain and will work with you to develop a better vibration so we can vibrate together as one.
Hi, I'm Linda Deer. Welcome to Reflections on Guided. Guided is my true life story of how I mastered living in two worlds at the same time. This resulted in higher learning, influenced by my spirit guides and angels that provided powerful ways to solve life's problems while discovering who I was. Chapter 2. Torment brings my guides into focus. Like clockwork, just before my mother's daily beatings began, I ran away from home. I was 20 months old and deeply disappointed with the family situation, especially my mother. Like all of the mornings before, I knew what was in store for me that day. I ran away. Little did I know how this one action would not only bring me to my knees, but reunite me with my real family, my spirit guides and angels, making sense of everything going forward. My life was about to change forever. The day that I ran away, the nagging disappointment I felt about my mother turned into terror after the police officers who found me walking down the median of the expressway, looking for my dad, had brought me back home. That's how things were handled in the 1950s. There was no child protective services. So rather than these police officers seeing that something was wrong, this incident was passed off as a family matter. So after they brought me home and they left, my mom beat me into unconsciousness. Upon waking up on the floor in a puddle of water, that I expect my mother doused me with in her attempt to revive me, I now felt completely out of options. In that deep despair, I tried one last thing. I cried out loud, asking for someone to help me, even though no one was physically there. Doing that instantly released my panic, and in that leap of faith moment, the pressure all fell away. Everything got quiet. Like a curtain opening, my spirit guides and angels appeared all around me. In that moment, I realized they had been there all along. They weren't strangers, they were familiar to me. Reflecting back, there were two things I did that allowed them to reach me in that desperate moment. First, my sincere intention when I asked for help. Second, I was instantly released from the emotional pressure that consumed me, so they could finally reach me. This was the foundation upon which I would build this solid communication bridge to my guides throughout the rest of my life. Seeing behind this elusive curtain enabled me to break through the noise, drama, terror, the panic, fear, threats, hopelessness, and the lack of love so prevalent in this world. In an instant, I was transported into a calm and supportive place where nothing was loud and everything was easy to understand. I no longer felt frozen. In fact, everything that this world lacked was abundant on the other side of that curtain. No wonder I missed where I came from at just 20 months old. Where is the love? The love is where you came from before you got here. You brought the love with you. It's who you are. Even with your inherent amnesia, a consequence of coming into this world, the one thing you never forget and have always longed for is the love. That's why everyone wants it. And yet, when they have it, they don't want it. Why is that? It's because it's not their love. At 20 months old, I remembered this when formally meeting my guides for the very first time. I was relieved to know I was not alone, that someone was on my side, someone who loved me. Reflections on Guided is an addendum to my best-selling autobiography, Guided, winner of the 2017 Body, Mind, Spirit International Book Award. These reflections are answers to many questions received from the thousands of fans of my story. As I reflected back on what I wrote, even I was astounded by the revelations I experienced reliving my life again.